Right. So this is the 12 rot list, but with much less rot. Um, we are running the toolbox of Green Sun Zenith cards in the sideboard. So in other words, Reclaimer, sideboard. Collector Roof, sideboard. Outland Liberator, sideboard. Keen-Eyed Curator, sideboard. Teague, sideboard. And we just run the endurances because we do. So those are they're being left in the sideboard. I think Newton has been a fan of leaving those cards in the sideboard. So again, Claimer, Oof, Outland Liberator, Keen-Eyed, Gaddock Teague sideboard. Play set of endurances in the whole deck. Snuff Out, Vigor, Opposition Agent. Okay, so what did that make room for? 3 stinking Thalias. Now, I could just simply take the 3 Thalias out, add a Reclaimer, add a Outland Liberator, add a Keen-Eyed, or you know, any of these 3. I really want to play a 4th Mom. We're playing the Script Ranger. We are playing Mom. We are playing White. And we'll see how this silly deck goes. I think my worst matchup, yo Geodude, is going to be very, very fast combo. And then I don't feel very good against control either. But I think Thalia is nice against control most of the time. Eb, hey, good to see you. The mana base, I am going to keep it the way it is. I was debating on taking the Scrubland out and adding in the Dark Depths package. But the only way I was going to do that is if I wasn't running Mothers. I think Mother will help me get through. You might not think that Mother is a card that you want to sacrifice with White. That could be true. The card quality here is pretty high. However, I think if they're going to shoot your mom and you have a White up, sacking the mom is pretty sweet still. So it's something. We'll see how this plays. I'm not extremely convinced of it at the moment, but I did think about this. This was kind of like the deck that was running through my mind throughout the day. What I like about it is I don't love Reclaimer turn 1, but I like Mom a lot turn 1. I think the games are going to be extremely long. And I think my Boomer APM is really going to come into play here. Try this. Keep. Does this style of deck ever play Moxheim in a 1 loam or something? Yeah, so I think I would probably pick up where Ben and Lomer Boy left off with that. I think it's a reasonable set of cards to play for sure. But I think the Saga Maverick version was very close to doing that. Okay. It could just be GG'd already. Dark Ritual. Swamp. Okay. Opponent's name is Kawaii West. Good. Having the Bog in hand might come in handy. We shall see. The rainforest. Best draw here is probably just white of the Reliquary. I do think I likely lose this turn, though. I think this is a turbo reanimate deck. And the opponent is being a sussy baka. You need about 26 lands to make Mox Diamond work. I like more. Who doesn't like more? But you know what I'm saying. Pretty nervous. If they hit a land drop, we lose. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's GG. Stupid deck. Middle. So no sewer. No rituals. One. They take the grist. I played against someone playing a Slime Against Humanity deck. Wow, okay. I'm not even sure what that is, man. So the out here is like Scrib Ranger. Or Caracas. Or like something like that. I'm going to see if I can get them to Force of Will the Excavator. No. I have 3 turns to find something more or less. Really 2 turns. 2 draw steps, I should say. Because they have a Force of Will, so I have to find 2 somethings. I am on X Games mode here. Like, I could draw like an endurance that they might force a will. It's really just like Caracas though. That's like really the only realistic way out of this. And it's probably too late for that shit. They put in on. Ooh, brutal. A reclaim it. The endurance is keen-eyed. This possibly force a vigor. Don't want mom. Don't want scrib. Don't much want excavator. I'm mixed about force of vigor. Oh. I'm not sure. Yeah, toolbox in the board. I think that's kind of what like Newton does typically. A little bit borrowing from him. It's like turbo reanimate bullshit. Can't keep that. Ugh. I'm gonna try it because it's a turn 1 reclaimer, most likely. Yeah. It makes sense though. Like there's so many good creatures. Tamio, Eldrazi cards, initiative cards that kind of like running swords to plowshares, you know. But I actually want to just check one thing real quick. About 20 there. Does that go up or down? Let's go down. Okay. It's adjusting the volume on the music. Most likely to do nothing is that might actually be night. But yeah, maybe night was to put back. Yo, pasta. Good to see you. I've been on a kick. Try to make this card work and this card work together. They mulled the 5 and then conceded. Okay. They didn't even try a 4. Is that interesting? Yeah, I'm surprised they did that. I think I'm gonna trade a knight for a Scrib Ranger. It's stupid, but I think it's worth it. Maybe Opposition Agent actually was a good move. We'll try it. One of those sucks keep hands. Emerald to 5. Okay. will lead Wasteland most likely. Yeah, I wonder. I definitely didn't expect that, you know? I'm going to draw Dryad Arbor. I know it. You know it. Wasteland. Okay. They go for like an animate dead. We have a pretty good shot here. This is actually a bit of a tough call. I think it's just Green Sun Zenith for Keytide here. It's tempting to get Thalia. I think this is safer. Of course, okay. Force pitch days, sure. I cannot white and Thalia around days and waste. So it's either white, waste. I think we go. The hell is this shit? Oh wow. Okay. Pretty cringe. Hey Rizza. Doing okay. Opponent's being cringe right now, though. They went fair game plan. Yeah, like an Abzan right now. It's like, how do I put it? White and Night gives me purpose, you know? Like, I feel like there's growth. Like Abzan, cool. Yeah, that opposition agent felt that way. They should be trying to play my land, shouldn't they? Did they not consider that? Let's attack first. See what they do. Yeah, I think they forgot to pick a land. That's true. I think I'm gonna plow this at the end of their turn, maybe. Definitely some bad sequencing on my part, but it worked. I just learned that in Australia they spell color with a U, just like they do in England. Now I know. Some Jund shenanigans, awesome. Yeah, I think Jund is a lot of fun as well. I think I got a little bit inspired by talking in the Maverick Discord and seeing it was like a little bit quiet. And my buddy Gary, who I like a lot, I think was posting the most content, and he's a busy guy, so he's not able to post too much. I'm like Carador, is really cool too. Ooh, Buster Kaggle. Oh shit! Thank you. Hey, good to see you, Ben. Strange new world in a world where dorks could play Brainstorm, but they play these cards. Thank you. Just picked up an Underground Sea. All right. No, Harry picked up one recently. You picked up one, I guess, just now. That's bad manner. Okay, as they would say in StarCraft. Yeah. So this is a brew that I've been working on, which is playing White of the Reliquary and Knight of the Reliquary. Players have not opted to do that. Maybe they've tried it, but they haven't talked about it much. Sorry, I might have just had to hit a spike there for a little bit. But yeah, it is Abzan Maverick with White and Knight. Really enjoyable. Curve here is a little high, but I think that's to be expected. Ooh, is this Dredge? If I had to guess, it's Dredge. Thank you for that raid, Buster. Looks like we lost a game already. So if they go for Summoner's Pact, they usually have the win. So It is not Dredge. Yeah, I thought the same. That, you know, Way to the Reliquary would be like an easy fit with Alright, this probably is my worst matchup. Yeah, that Way to the Reliquary would be a good fit in Nick Fit. I have not seen it before. I think Cabal Therapy clearly. Sack the white, get 3 land, or sack the card and get 3 lands is definitely pretty sweet. Yeah, we are dead. They have blue mana, which means they have Born Upon a Wind. Or they already did Born Upon a Wind. Which I think they already did. I think they already Born Upon a Wind. Something. Did they not? Yeah, they likely need Born Upon a Wind here. I think. Hey, DJ, good to see you. Outplayed. I fucking hate this format. Yeah, yeah, you were right. Yeah. You might not be dead. You're right. There was a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. But yeah, this should be my worst matchup. I don't even think these cards matter, right? Like it's just like Force of Vigor. It's like the only thing I could do, I think. Therefore, if it's Force of Vigor, then I guess I just take out all non-green cards. Is that just like really what we're gonna do? Yeah, matchup looks great. Yeah. Like I'm really thinking about just taking out every card that's not green. Like, am I misunderstanding? I mean, Thalia seems good. It doesn't seem right to take that out. Right, I'll take out 2 wastelands, I suppose. Or maybe a cradle. I doubt I'll be using that. I mean, 50% chance to win. It seems that way. I mean, if you have 2 cards in your opener, they mold a 6. Like, do I really have to just mold a Force of Vigor? They mold a 5. We do have 2 Force of Vigors. They mold a 4? I think I'll keep this one, though. They mold the 4. The reason I kept it was this. You think it's Thalia? I was thinking Outland Liberator, but Thalia does stop them from winning too. And fetching first probably was right. No problem. Hey, Buster, don't sweat it. You do not mind that at all. I'll say if in these combo games, it does you good to just like think and make your turns take forever. Thalia seem right. Keeping land might have been reasonable. Just was like hellbent on like force of vigor, force of vigor, force of vigor. Yeah, I think you're right. Chances of finding a force of vigor at that point. Yeah, worst matchup. Outplayed. No, not outplayed at all. Just, I guess if they mull like crazy, you could keep a turn 2 hand. Yeah. I've not been seeing as much Bowmaster as I expected. Okay. This player usually plays a lot of really wild decks. Like, fair decks I've seen, but like really like I think like whatever they want, you know? Big Bird. Not too sure about that basic, actually. Would have fetched first. I wasn't sure what land I was going to fetch, because if I drew a dork, then I probably would have done something different. But that was my thinking, at least. Bros be dazing. I've been seeing a lot of white Delver, and I just don't think it's a good idea. Like, Delver kills you. You know what I mean? It's like, gosh, I am gonna have to expose my. Yeah, that's just silly. A spell pierce or something. Okay. So I don't have white mana. I think it's the noble. Yeah, exactly. I gain life when they use it, you know? And like Delver usually kills you not with convincing card advantage, but with like, if I just had one more turn is like typically the way Delver kills you. But this person's always doing something different, so. Cryptic Coat. Okay. Hey. Yeah, it's exactly how I feel. Also, good to see you. If Cryptic Coat, so like, I still think like I have to do this, even though I don't want to. Yeah, no, that was my plan. That was my plan the whole time. I activated your trap card. Oh no. But yeah, I think Patriot Delver might have had a short time. I don't think it did though. Like white getting you Mystic, not great. White getting you Plow. Yeah, Plow's great, but it's not usually a part of the game plan. There's Cryptic Coat. Okay. Bad. That is bad. All right. So I think Knight of the Corellic Quarry is the best option here. Yeah. All right, we're in some trouble. So, Werewolf, unfortunately, is in the sideboard right now. But yeah, other than that, absolutely. That's not good. Barnacles. So doing that to play around a Murktide, but I actually don't think there is an out here because I'm going to take 6. And even an Endurance doesn't do anything. So, and I don't have anything in the deck that. Well, now I can block this thing. Guess. Yeah, I think it's still too late tonight. Yeah. All right. Outland Liberator. For sure. And we're going to take out all the Grave Hate tech. Maybe. I'm not even sure about this card. Tough call. Damn, I don't know about Thalia. They are playing black. You could see bro bringing in Blade, Bowmasters. I kind of think I want this. This is one of the only ways I block a Delver. So maybe... Try that. Cool. It's pretty good. This card is super duper good. Been very impressed with it. Kind of thinking about turn 1 Mom here. Especially on the play. With this hand. Just like a take your time kind of thing. But like, I am pretty nervous about like Supreme Verdict. Like, again, this player plays a lot of different stuff. Yeah, same here. Well, looks like we're going on tap. So that's great. All right, no fear. Sure. Like, Grist is still an option here. Gonna play around Stifle. Wait. Never mind. That's Containment Priest. Containment Priest is the one I could beat. I cannot beat that. Okay. Glad I caught that. That was a really strange scoop, huh? I just block it. I don't know why that's a scoop. What the hell? This was... Yeah. That is a really strange scoop, huh? Another good matchup. Yeah, it was looking really rough, to be honest with you. They really want to game 3. They're excited for here. So I saw Cage. That makes me want to play these. Many years ago, Even Mind Sensor was a card that was in Maverick. And I remember reading articles from people like Jerry T, who would say if you're using Even Mind Sensor to stop something like a Stoneforge Mystic, you're using it incorrectly. Therefore, by the power of deduction, I will take out Opposition Agent, summoning articles from 2009 or something like that about Maverick. That seems like the cut here. Yeah. And that was a really strange concede. I think I am going to play this one around Stifle. But yeah, it was a heartbreak taking Ooze out, to be honest with you. I think it was right. Yeah. I think if you can only choose one, it's Ooze. Days. Maybe I shouldn't have played into that. Let's see if that's working. For some reason, the Stream Decker thing has not been working, so I will... Oh, we just lost. Oh, and I put the Force of Vigor away. Yeah, that's, that is going to do it, I think. One of my few ways to actually win the game. Ooh. There's more Force of Vigors for sure, but it's... I'm gonna keep playing, but I'm kind of just more mad at myself at that point, you know? We have one basic. Lion Sash. Let me see if I could paste the deck in there for you. No, just Lion Sash. This opponent always just plays something pretty different. What they like to do. I can't believe I threw that away. Like if they Force of Vigored it, I could be like, or whatever, Force of Willed it, I could understand. But No pyroblasts. I will have one opportunity to possibly draw Outland Liberator. This looks terrible. Like, do I just play Knight here? Is that really my best shot? Yeah, I don't know. I only have one basic, unfortunately. So I can't get it because it says no way. They have 0 in hand. A force of will. So we do not pop this because this is going to. Oh, okay. It flipped. But they fetched away the force of will. All right. They do have Stifle, yeah. But if they don't do anything this turn, this flips, which is really good. Something like Opposition Agent is just too scary. So we're just going to Knight 1. If they hard cast Force of Will, then I will consider the Opposition Agent. Maybe just Endurance. I think there's still one in the deck. But then again, I lose to Daze. Let's just do this. Yeah, I could have got like a white of the Reliquary instead or something. Not bad. That's true. I do have Talon Gate, though, if I need it. Off the night, I'm running 2. So... I think it's endurance. They're gonna stifle it. Yeah, they can be bluffing. That's true. Oh, I was supposed to waste myself. Whoops. All right, I just potentially blew it. Yeah. Yeah, I almost threw it. Like a supreme verdict or something would have been scary. All right. Cool. But yeah, definitely should have. They had 0 in hand. Talon Gate, waste is just win. Stupid William Shatner. Oh, that's true. True too. Yeah, I think they were winning game too. I think they pictured like Delver being a 3-1 or something and just throwing it away. But I think even if they lost to Delver, which they wouldn't have, they are still ahead. Yeah, exactly, man. I've been saying that for years. Do not raise your kids on Mars. Yeah. I kept the knight back out of fear, but opposition agent is like, you know, such a hard thing to beat. I just more think of it in the sense of like when Elton John was writing that song, it's like, come on, who's raising kids on Mars, bro? Well, I was not raised on Mars, no. Really don't want to use this on Delver. A good Delver player here. Yeah, Mars ain't bad. I think it's noble too. And I think we cowered basics. You like the waste. See, yeah, that's the thing. Like, if they just pondered, I'd be all in on that. So this is gonna flip. No? Oh, they had two chances to see. And they whiffed. Okay. Which probably means lands. There's Bolt. Okay. You think so? That might have been it. I think plowing is a mistake. They run DRC, they run Murktide, most likely. I'd say white of the Reliquary is probably. Well, now I don't know. That's a read for sure. Um, like I'm pretty sure they fucking have days by the way they just played that. You guys still take this. Mom is tempting for sure. Do I have to play in the days? I think I do. Man, I really don't want to, though. One of my weaknesses is definitely the Delver matchup. I do not think I play this as well as other players. That is an unholy heat. Whatever I play dies. So, what is more valuable? This is dead, for sure. They have an unholy heat. Okay. I think I want to keep the Ranger alive just to, like, infinity block that. And I think I'm going to value that the most. But I'm smelling a daze for sure here. My life total is very low. I should have played the Savannah. Maybe you're right. Grub Ranger should be a 2-1. So I think if they bolt it, then I plow. If they force it, then I plow wasted combat, play grist. Hopefully this will save me a plow. I hope. Yeah. We need MH3. Yo, the log is fucking drawing. It said my opponent cast Strass Daddy. There is no spell powerful enough to cast Strass Daddy. All right. All right, that's some good old fashioned Scrib Ranger. Oh man. That's one for the Discord. That's one for the Maverick Discord. Oh boy, that felt so good. Okay. All right, we still gotta win more games. Ugh. All right. All right. Endurances. Snuff outs. Excavator. Maybe keen eyed? Hey, thank you for that follow. I appreciate that. Um, that would be probably the Thalias. So I am bringing in a lot of spells. Maybe a knight. Lore, Mitch. Thank you. Thank you for that follow. And maybe on the play, I try the Thalias. I don't know. Try this. That was so hyped, though. Thank you. Glad you like that. Yeah, I think Thalia on the play, on the draw, I'm going to treat it like how Delver decks used to treat Days, but they just keep it in all the time now. Right. This is actually kind of tough. Okay, now it's not tough. Is it? I don't even know what I'm fetching here, to be honest. Is it just basic? The problem is basic only. Yeah, it's just which land. I think it's Savannah or it's Forest, and I'm not sure. Yeah, that felt so good. Pota's actually pretty cool, like a person. I hate Delver, but they are good people. Savannah? Alright, we'll do Savannah then. Always be ramping. Days Bolt or Days Waste would be rough, though. But I guess that's why they call it the Blues. No flip. That's good news. I'm smelling a Wasteland here. No? No. Okay, so I think my line here is likely Waste Plow. Now, if I draw a good 2-drop, I won't. Ooh. Okay. That's a ponder. Similar situation here. Probably the worst possible draw. Yeah. Probably a DRC here. Could be another Delver. Okay. We'll get the Surveil. And I do want that. see if they... As tempting as it is to see if they'll do something, they won't. So I am going to just do this. That should buy me some Murktide time. Let me play around Daze, possibly. If this flips, it is a bolt. I think I am gonna. Now, Knight of the Reliquary is bigger than Bolt. Oops, I need green. They have Bolt and Other in hand. They kept it on top. That's pretty scary. Oh. Was that I guess that must have been a mistake. Okay. Yeah, they must have meant bin it. And that's why. That's a bummer. Okay. GG's. That Scribbland play felt so good, though. That was you, Brendan? Did you, missequence the bobble? Game 1? And that's why... Okay. I remember I was, like, thinking that was very likely a hit. And then it didn't work. The Scrib Ranger... The first bobble, yeah. That's what I was thinking. Hey, thank you for the follow. Irone Mage. Thank you. But yeah, Brendan, it was just 2 lands in a row. Darn. Okay, that's rough. Yeah. The Scrib Ranger play, you gotta forgive yourself on that. Like, you know, when do you see Scrib Ranger? You don't even see Quirion Ranger these days anymore. You know, so it's like maybe 1 or 2 versions of some Elf Ball does it, but yeah, GG's. I guess I played around Daze and you had double Daze, and that was terrifying. But I felt like I normally don't play very well against Delver, and I think I had the power of chat and I think a relatively sharp day today for me. So, jeez. Ooh, this is a mo. I think this is a keep. Man. Cradle, maybe? Is it Cradle or is it Excavator? It's probably Excavator, huh? Thank you. I think it's Thalia. Go Mom Thalia? No, 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 no. For the trophy. I go against Wheel LED. Oh. Oh no. Pass, 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 pass. Pass, 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 pass. Pass. No. Dark Ritual means we lost. Another LED? You son of a bitch. Yeah, we really can't win. Like, even game two, when we know what it is, it just doesn't matter. We don't have Mindbreak Trap. We don't have Force of Will. Yeah, this one's running Cradle. Good to see, High Star. Yo, can I get a turn, bro? Could be Adnaz. Empty. Okay. So 14 goblins, or is it 16 goblins? I think it's 16 goblins. Yeah. All right. We don't beat that. I think a Batter Skull would have had a shot, but we take 13, but we lose one life from Canopy. Yeah, that's just way too much. Okay. I don't even think Batter Skull does it. All right. Hopefully they overthink things. Wow, without creatures, planeswalkers. There it is. Yeah, that's true. Tamio deals with that so nicely. That's so cool. That's another way out. That's like not, Pyroclasm or something. I mean, we are so dead here. I think we just lose. They could just mold a 2 LED wheel. It's just like frustrating. If they had kept like a turn 1 Thoughtseize, that'd be cool. Looks like we're dead. Just wheel anyway. Well played. Echo should go for fun purposes. Yeah. No, I hear you. Just like non-interactive cards. I already Force of Vigored, unfortunately. So it's I've already cast a spell technically. So this is I call it Storm. I never know which one is the Epic Storm and the Epic and Tendrils or Tests. I never know. To me, they're the same deck. I know to others they're vastly different, but yeah, exactly. This play. I guess Test, right? Yeah, so this would be Test then. I trust what he's saying. I think I'm just gonna get Gaddock Teague here. Just no need to. Yeah, it's cool to hold information, but like they can win through an agent with Wish. It's out. All right. Oh man. Hopefully they overthink it and think like, I gotta beat a mind break trap. So let's keep a hand that actually plays the game. Like turn two hater is like the best I could do. Best I could do is turn two hater. I guess big game 3, I am nervous though. Wondering if I want these. Oh. There is a chance that you force a vigor something and then you can endurance with that on the stack. So that's why. Hey, things are going well. I think I'm very likely going to lose. But it is game 3 against probably arguably my worst matchup. So can't complain. John TV, you gotta be a Philly head, huh? Right, born and raised myself. Right, so you're saying there's a chance. Just draw Thalia. Just draw Gaddock. No. Oh, okay, all right. I guess you've gotten that so many times at this point that you're like, you know, no, 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 not one of those guys. But definitely a Philly thing. It's funny, the Roots play too, which is also a Philly group. Yeah, people from Philly love that, you know? No, they're doing things. I hate when they do things. It's a cantrip. All right. Bradless Duress Crew. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. The Fresh Prince of Bel Air was always such a big thing. They're thinking this is terrifying. But if I get to untap, I have 4 Green Sun Zenith, 1 Teague, 2 Opposition Agents. I think it's 10 hits here that are really good. That is not one of them. Yeah, I think so too. The value of that is not very high though. It's probably Horizon Canopy Fetch. We're dead. But it bogged. Get storm count 1 higher. I hate this deck so much. Yep. Yeah, that's true. Noble actually killed us. Bittersweet. Yeah. How come Bog over something like surgical? Um so Bog is good because even though surgical is a better card, um Bog is a card that you kind of have a bunch of because you play Knight, you play White of the Reliquary, and you play Reclaimer. So even though surgical is a better hate card, you're kind of like enabling 9 cards in the deck at Bog, um, which just increases their power level much higher. Sorry, I'm being a bummer right now. Yeah, that was good. I've just been really yeah, Bog in the hand is usually not where you want it, but that is another thing for Bog. The Bog, you would not want to play Bog unless you had a card like, say, Crop Rotation, Knight of the Reliquary, White of the Reliquary, and Reclaimer. I think that's pretty much it as far as Legacy goes. Um, you usually do need Grave Hate at instant speed. Decks like LED Dredge are one of the few decks that you could sorcery speed a Bog in from your hand and be pretty happy with it. Um, Also, it has tap to add, so like that's pretty good against Delver, where you would want Bog in against Delver most of the time. You would not want to bring in Surgical against Delver, because clearing the whole graveyard and tap to add is pretty good. So that's why you do that. Also, can't be countered, like you said. Yeah, 4-1 is good. I I think playing the Noble enabled a different line. Let's see if the screen is still there. Yeah. So the other line that I was going to do was get a horizon canopy, crack the horizon canopy if need be the turn before, and that would have been enough mana to find, say, a Thalia or a Gaddock Teague or something like that. So it wasn't wrong, I don't think. How about this? It wasn't clearly a misplay um to play the Noble. It wasn't just like zero value. Um but yeah, it was unfortunate the way it went. You in fact think it was correct. Okay. With 2 opposition agents in the deck, yeah. Here's what they need to do. Elvish Reclaimer needs to be able to fetch a land that says, like, Storm doesn't storm you. Make it so. Okay? That's what needs to happen. Just like it has Reanimate doesn't reanimate you. We need, through Bog, we need Storm doesn't storm you in the form of a land. And I'll be happy. Yeah. Stifle on all, something like that, you know. You might be right. Like I'm just I only play Legacy. I only play these silly decks, you know. But like I should be happy. I am happy. This is another 4-1 for the crew. Getting trophies doesn't even help me out much. It just makes me feel like maybe I'm pushing the community just a little bit further with Maverick, which I've been trying to do. Phase yourself out. Yeah, there it is. Bolt on the stack to phase self out. Yeah. It's probably fine the way it is. But yeah, the wheel is just one of the most frustrating things for me to face because I don't play Leyline of the Void. All right, I'm gonna stop staring at this because it's just gonna make me angry. Just like staring at the thing that killed you. Okay, what do I think? So I did not heed the advice of my buddy Harry, which was play Thoughtseize. Would I have been happier with Thoughtseize? Probably over Opposition Agent. How to fit 3? I am not sure. Question of the day. Sideboard is worse with Grian. Yeah, that's true. It let me play Thalia today, which was pretty good. The other thing, so this is like the deck building stuff, and some of this is like some awkward Mark issues. That's me. I'm Mark. Let me explain. So these are some things that I think are just like necessary. These are the areas where I'm not crazy. I'm just a little unwell, or whatever that song would say. Okay. You definitely want 14 green sources. Yeah, I could see becoming fart pilled again. It's been a while since I've played Fiend Artisan. Definitely put on my inner Morpheus. But anyway, we have these 14 cards, right? I swear by them. You need 14 green sources. It wasn't me who did the math to figure this out. Next, I think 2 Talongate is where you want to be. Next, I do believe all of these cards you want. I could see a 3rd Wasteland instead of a 4th, but I think you want a 4th. You're definitely playing at least 1 Dryad Arbor. You're definitely playing Caracas, which means the only flex slots is Shadowy Backstreet and Scrubland. You want 1 at least. I think you probably could consider getting rid of the Scrubland and just keeping the Shadowy Backstreet, but I don't want to. I've seen other people do that, but that's not what I want to do. On the topic of 4-Mom being too much, that's the next place I was going to go. If I were to play this list again, I think 1-Mom would get deleted from the deck. Reclaimer would go to the main deck. Opposition Agent would leave, and we'd play 3 Thoughtseize. And this is the next version that I would try. Reason being, I do want 8 1-drops. 8 1-drops that you can play on turn 1, and 4 that you could Zenith. I think the deck works best when that's the case. 4-Mom didn't feel like too much necessarily, but I think that that's the concession I would make, so that would make me at 60. Speaking of Fiend, how do you think my Kiln Fiend Pauper deck would do in Legacy. uh, yeah, I don't know. A turn 2 win is crazy to think about with a burn deck. I don't know how that happens, to be honest, but I believe you. Kiln Fiend, what is that? That's like the 1/2 or the 1/3 card that like gets like 2+0 whenever you cast a spell. So it'd have to be like, I guess you're turboing it out. You're somehow have some fast mana. I mean, yeah, chances are it probably gets wrecked, John. But who, you know, I couldn't tell you. You ever heard of playing Nutrient Peatland and dropping one of the bayous? So I don't think that solves the issue, DJ. I think I see what you're saying. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. You need 14 green mana cards that you could play on turn 1. So I could be misunderstanding you, but so changing Canopy to something else, to Heatland as an example, is worth considering. Perhaps I think there's more white cards in the deck than black, so I think I like Canopy better. But you wouldn't want to play a Peatland over something else, I think. Like, I'd be playing 2 Peatland. I'd be playing 1 Peatland, 1 Horizon Canopy, I guess. Maybe is what you mean, just 1 Bayou. But that I'm not too sure about. I think I just like the one of, like, draw option. I think. Pre-banning, yes. Okay, it's a 1, 2, 3 for every sorcery or instant cast. Okay, but it's a 2 mana card. So the only way to get a 2 mana card out fast is you got some sort of mana rocks or something like that in play. But yeah, you got to assume that you do that and then they like bolt your fiend or plow your fiend or put a delver in front of it and just block it or something. Like force you to bolt the delver so you're not going to get a turn 2 kill. But I could be wrong. I've never actually played Pauper. All right. I think I have a really cool raid. Ben, if you're here, do you have a mic? Hopefully. I'm gonna raid my buddy who's playing Magic. There's a lot of great streamers right now. Yeah, Xerox is who I think I was about to raid. It's super hard not to raid Xerox. It's super hard not to raid Punishing Waterfalls. But I think I gotta raid my mod. Yeah, you have the mic. All right, yeah, you're getting the raid, buddy. Yeah, all right. So my mod, love this dude, playing a really cool deck. Get ready for a list that is spicy. I'm gonna have to copy paste your name. Yeah, I'd love to raid you, John. Thank you for that follow. Slash raid. All right, get ready for some loam, and I think that'll be a good time. Xerox is on, Waterfalls is on, and Florida Legacy Club is on. But I like to raid people that not everybody knows, and if it sucks and you leave, you could always go to the one of the streamers that you already followed. Thank you for that raid earlier, Buster. Make sure you raid Buster Kaggle for more content as well. I'm gonna give them a raid, that's almost a year. Yeah, it's so close. What? All right. Good seeing you.